Hi and welcome to this video. Now, one question I get asked quite a bit is what channels do I watch or who am I subscribed to? Now, obviously I thought doing this would be quite a good video. Now, obviously with the time of year it is, with the rain and everything, especially the automotive section of YouTube is quite slow at this time of the year. So I thought with doing this video, it may give you some more channels to watch. Some you might already know, or some you might already follow, which is fine. Some you may not. And I say, from doing YouTube, I've met, or virtually if you like, online, I've gained some online friends and YouTubers alike. So yeah, okay, think of it as a shout out to them as well. But as I say, mainly it's to give you some extra content, maybe something different to watch if you're struggling to search for something. So as I say, what I'll do, I'll start top to bottom and just go through and just talk about each one. So the first one, this one I've been following for quite a while. This is the Savage Garage. Now, he's not done any content for the last 2 years, but I'm sure you know this one. He's quite a well-known channel. He basically fixes cars on his driveway. I first started following this person when he started doing his Mark 5 Fiesta. That was a Z-Tech S, so it's like the one I had. But yeah, he's not done anything for the last 2 years, but there's lots of content on there. So if you don't already follow him, then that's one to definitely have a look at. Even though they're older videos, still worth a good watch. So the next one is a channel, well, person, is called Daniel Debenham. Now, it's someone that I do know in person, and basically he does a lot of vlogging type videos on Adobe products, so Photoshop, Premiere, that type of thing. And he's recently done a lot on camera equipment and things like that. So if you're into like camera equipment or have any questions on that type of thing, feel free to watch his videos and send him a message or two. Always worth a watch, quite interesting stuff. So the next one is JMN Carter. Now, I've been following him since the Mark 6 ST scene. He hasn't done a video for quite a while, but there's lots of Fiesta ST content on there if you're looking for that type of thing. I'm sure you already know of him though, as he's been going for quite a while. So again, he's not done anything recent, but there's plenty of old videos on there if you want to go through and have a look at those. Now the next one is a channel called Customer States What, and it's one of those channels that you find funny or you don't. But he's an American mechanic. He used to work at Audi, and he used to film all the customers' cars, complaining that all the dodgy repairs and rust. But I think they found out about his YouTube channel and got him to remove all the videos. So now most of his videos that are on there are videos that he's done of his car, or videos that he's allowed to publish. But he still kind of keeps the same sense of humour. Again, channel that you like or not, it's up to you if you want to have a look at that one or not. So the next one is a channel that I've not been following for too long. It's a channel called the Dizzy Cap Car Show. I think he's recently changed it. I've never actually met this person or really spoke to him that much, but there's a lot of content on Fords, older Fords. I think he owns an old Mark II Capri, so there's plenty of stuff on there for you to watch if you're wanting some Ford content. So the next channel is a channel called Mad for Motors. You may have heard of this one, may not. I think he's Irish, but every video that he does an entire build in one video, which lasts around sort of 40 to an hour long. So he does basically a full resto of a Civic and a Lancia, in a full, either half an hour to an hour video, which is quite interesting to watch. Again, doesn't publish videos that often, but the ones that they do publish are quite an interesting watch. So the next one is a channel called Johnny Before. Now, I've known this guy online ever since the Fiesta scene started. Recently he started his own YouTube channel. Again, he's had quite a lot of cars. I think he's got a Mitsubishi GTO, a Capri, a Cougar with the only Cougar with an ST220 in it. I think he sold that, and he now got an Escort, and he had a Fiesta which got wrote off, but I think he's put all that on his channel. So if you want to have a look at his videos on there, I'll leave you the links below. So I'm sure you've heard of this next channel before. It's Tarish. Now, for those that haven't heard of him or don't follow him, he's an American YouTuber, very well known, very well off from doing his automotive stuff, and he's currently doing or trying to repair a £2 to £3 million McLaren P1. Now, this one was water damaged. It was pretty much, or near enough, fully submerged, and he's doing a full resto on it, and it's very expensive, all the parts, but quite an interesting watch. Putting all the detail in there, going, making everything clean again. So, like I say, I'm sure you've heard this channel. If not, then some very good videos on there. Moving on, this person you probably know as well. It's R23 Owl. Now, again, for the people that don't know, this is the YouTuber that made me pretty much start YouTube. Gave me the confidence to do, what I'm doing now. So he's not done any videos for quite a while because he has stopped. But he did sell his ST for an MX-5. There's a few videos on there. Again, they are older videos, but definitely worth a watch if you're still looking for Fiesta ST content. So the next one, again, pretty similar to R23. It's J Mono with the ST150 content. Again, not done anything for quite a while, but there's plenty of videos on there to look back and watch through. Now, next one, another well-known channel is Furious Driving. This guy is mainly deals with Rovers and some older cars. He's not really into his Ford stuff, although he did have a Mark II Mondeo. But quite an interesting channel. He does a lot of reviews on cars. So if you're into a mixture of all classic cars and that type of thing, there's plenty of videos on there for you to watch. I think he's at the moment currently doing up a Crown Vic. So I tell there's a Ford on there technically. So he's doing a lot of welding stuff on that. So if you're not following his channel, then there's plenty of content on there, as I say. So this next one, moving on again, it's Drive with Andy. So if you are into the Mark 6 scene, as I say, there's plenty of content on this channel for you to watch. Lots of good stuff. He's done some interesting things to his Mark 6. Calls it Bluey. But again, as I say, some really good stuff. Some quite different things to standard videos that you see on Mark 6 channels. So moving on, this person I've literally been following for about a week. You may have been following him for a lot longer, but this is Mark II Mitch. Now, I believe he had or has a Mark II Blue Fiesta. Now, the reason I started following this channel is he's recently bought a Fiesta Mark III, so this one's going to be quite interesting on what he does with this car. So I think he has an Escort as well and a few other bits, so there is plenty of content on there I've still yet to watch and go through. Now, this next one, this is DJ Lloyd, or Lloydy. This is another YouTuber with Fiesta Mark 6 content and Focus RS content. I've become quite good friends with him, although I never met. He lives down south somewhere. But he's got some, he's done some very good videos on his Mark 6, doing plenty of stuff. He did mention the other day that he was kind of getting a bit frustrated with YouTube. Obviously, I've become monetized now, but obviously doing YouTube videos takes a lot of time. And trying to get past that monetization point is hard work. So if you are looking for more Fiesta content, and you're not following him, why don't you jump on his channel, send him a message and give him some confidence to carry on. So moving on to the next one, you may know this one again if you're into your classics. This is Moreles Motors. Now, I've been following him for a few months. He's got a Mark III Fiesta, and now he's also got a Mark I and an Escort as well, a few other bits. Now, the difference with this channel is, I'm not sure if he does it on purpose, but he looks at all the basic models of cars. So he's got a very early F-Reg Mark III, the basic as can be. I think he's done the same with other cars that he's bought as well. But quite a good YouTuber, lots of content on there, lots of information, that type of thing. So yeah, some good videos to watch just to fill some time. So this next one is someone that I work with. It's called Penguin on Tour, and it's full of very weird random videos, everything from penguins to World War II stuff.
Do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
That's the sound of the police!
It's a little bit of a weird channel, but it's getting views, so he enjoys it, so why not? So the next one is UK dash cameras. Now, these are all over. Obviously these are clips of people, well, being caught on car dash cameras doing things they shouldn't. Quite a big channel, quite many views, and I can sit and watch for hours. Now the next one is Matt Armstrong. He's got 2 channels, Mark 1, his main channel, and Mark 2. Now this is a very known well channel, and I'm sure you know about this one, so I'm not going to waffle on too much about him. But yeah, lots of stuff on his channel, all top end, very nice cars. The next one is CarThrottle, again a well-known channel. Not going to dive too much about this because I'm sure you already know. Lots of car stuff on there, lots of funny creative content. From that, I'm sure you know this one again, is AutoAlex. He used to be on CarThrottle, for those that don't know, and he started his own channel. Very good, very funny content. But again, you know, I'm sure you already know of this one, so I'm not going to dive too deep on that one. So this last channel is a channel called Usually Fixing and Tinkering. Now I've been talking to this chap for quite a while now. Very interesting, knows his stuff, and he's very much into his Rovers, and recently got a Mark III Fiesta 1.4 CVH. So he's pretty much doing everything to his car. He's pretty much stripped down the engine, doing a full resto on it. So yeah, it's quite an interesting channel. Some say the videos are quite lengthy, but I would basically say that the videos are there, yeah, with the detail, rather than brushing over stuff as people are doing it. He tells you pretty much everything as he goes through, as he's doing it, which is what you want if you're using it as a guide, or if you're planning on doing something, which is what a video should be. If you're going to do something, you want all the details you need to to do that. So if you do decide to go over to his channel, then throw him a comment, see how he's getting on with it. It's looking to be quite a good build, to be fair, and looking forward to the finished article. But yeah, so that's it basically. There's other videos on there, but they're the main ones that I'm subscribed to. But I'm not going to waffle any further, because I can see from the time that I've been going on for quite a while now. So I hope some of these channels, you'll have a look through, say hi to the people, the smaller channels. It's always nice to hear from people that are watching. That's why we do YouTube, to interact with you guys as well. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and I'll see you in the next one.